to be fair, that wasn't minor league. That was whatever was below the minor league.
Exactly.
Was that AAA?
No, it wasn't. He wishes it was AAA.
It was the scouting league. It's like the kids who didn't make it had to play another year, and then whoever did the best got to live for another year. You guys remember when we started this podcast and we'd come in and we'd have like all this energy and be raring to go before the years of anime beat us down? And now
I'm not beat down by anime.
We drag our asses in here and we're like, yeah, we watched this. We watched
Anime
this
didn't beat me down.
And yeah.
No, it's just the bad ones like ping pong.
Ping pong was not bad. Why do you keep saying that?
Because I didn't like it. And
But
we were talking about stuff we didn't like.
Your opinion is wrong.
That's an unfactual statement.
I mean, it's a statement.
Yeah, an unfactual one.
All right. So here we are, guys, reviewing another anime, and we were well prepared. What's up, kiddos? It looks like you found your dad's anime stash, and you did the right thing. Your parents are out on their date night. You snuck into the attic. You found that old box full of VHS tapes that just say "Do not watch" on them. And you put this one in the VCR, and you found out why it says "Do not watch," because it just might be hentai. Sai, what do you think?
It's not even close to hentai.
It's not even close to hentai. So, in your opinion, softcore porn is not porn?
That wasn't even softcore porn.
This would qualify as softcore porn.
It depends on where you watched it, because there's an uncensored version.
I watched the uncensored version.
What do you think qualifies as softcore
I did not
porn?
see anyone having sex.
So you think it has
qualifies as you have to see them having sex.
You see girls get their nipples licked?
That's a rated R movie.
No, it's not.
Yes, it is.
No, it's not.
A nipple?
A nipple getting licked?
I do not believe that is softcore porn.
That's what qualifies as softcore porn. It's a simulated sex that, with what do you think gives you an R rating, Sai? Anything aside from penetration? You think there has to be actual penetration?
No, like the people are like, but it's implied, like visually implied sex, in that you see them doing the sex, but you don't see genitalia.
Why do you think this is not softcore porn?
Because you didn't really see. You saw a nipple get licked. That was it. That was all. That was it. I didn't see any sex. Like, it's implied that sex happened, but it didn't happen on screen.
I mean, fair, but doesn't that still qualify as hentai?
No.
Though?
No.
What is hentai then?
Hentai is porn. Hentai is animated porn from Japan. That's what hentai is.
So is manga hentai?
No.
So why is Worlds End Harem on X video?
Because people are stupid.
Oh, so it's everyone's fault but yours.
No. There's a bunch of there's a X video. You can just upload whatever the fuck you want on X video.
What about Hentai Haven?
I don't know
That
why
sounds
it would
pretty
be on
official.
Hentai Haven. It's really not, but
It's taking a weird turn.
I'm just saying. I feel like
it's also on
this
IMDb.
argument-
I don't know.
Oh,
To me,
but
this
they do have
me
porn.
qualifies as hentai, but that's just
there's porn on IMDb. So
Yeah, I forgot about that. It's also on Crunchyroll.
yeah, it's censored.
but a
That's
version
personally
is
how I watched it.
If you
so I don't
if
care.
okay, so you can censor.
Am I from?
that my internet cut out.
Oh, Sai. Oh, it's just Sai's.
His internet cut out.
Sai, you
Oh,
still
wait.
with us?
Yes.
I think he's back now.
I see you. I see you moving. I don't see you talking.
I think
I
he just
am.
said yes.
Okay, so you're here. All right. So we all agree that this is hardcore
Can you hear me?
pornography. So
No, it's
can you hear
definitely not hardcore. Yes.
So we agree that this is the quintessential hentai. So why don't we go over the plot? Sai, does anything happen in this anime?
Yes.
And then you follow up by saying what happened.
No, because I still don't agree with you with the only being hardcore porn. So
I don't agree with you
protesting
that I should go
civilly.
to a baseball game, but I still came here to podcast with you.
I didn't tell you to go to a baseball game. I said I was just trying to understand why you would go to a not minor league game and not go to a major league game. That just
The
didn't make
major
sense
league
to me.
game is in St. Louis, and it's a
Oh,
major
well,
league
that's
is a
fair.
major hassle.
I mean, I thought it was in Chicago.
They are a lot more expensive.
Well, it was free.
It was free.
Well, I meant like major league games or
Yeah, but it was free for him. Like he didn't pay for it.
for a major league. I thought it was a minor league.
Oh. You got to pay to get in the minor leagues. Anyway, not hardcore
This
porn.
is all besides
Anyway,
the point. The
what do you
point
mean
is
what happened.
what happens is we have our hero whose name I don't know. I can't name anyone from this, so I'll
It's
give vague
Mizuharu
descriptions.
Reito.
So we have main character. and
Mizuharu
he
Reito.
gets a disease, but right before he gets cryogenically frozen for 5 years, he decides to tell the girl he's been in love with for 18 years that he's in love with her. Kind of a dick move, in my opinion. Keep your mouth shut. You had your chance. Move on.
That was his chance.
His chance was the past 18 years.
Okay.
Explain it, Sai. Explain how it wasn't a selfish thing to do.
It wasn't selfish. He wasn't going to die. If he was dying, it would be selfish. I mean, he also gave her the opportunity to not wait. He said, "You don't have to wait for me."
Oh, that's true. He should have kept his mouth shut.
Why?
He said it with the direct implication that she should wait.
That I didn't get that implication at all. Otherwise, he would have said, "Wait for me."
Wait.
For direct implication. For direct
Wait, are
implication.
you saying that people never lie and manipulate each other?
They do that all the time.
That's what
But
this
you
guy
said
was.
but you said direct implication. That means you are hinting at it strongly and it cannot be misconstrued.
Yeah, and somehow you misconstrued it anyway.
You misconstrued it.
He was using reverse psychology.
Oh, okay. Okay.
So the dude goes into cryo sleep for 5 years, right?
Yeah.
But when he wakes up, shit has hit the fan. And by shit, I mean the lives of all men. He wakes up to a world where something called the MK virus has killed every man on the planet who wasn't quickly cryogenically frozen.
So it's like they say 3 to 5 million or something.
3 to 5 million men are frozen When they can figure out a cure for the MK virus, they'll unfreeze them. And what they want him to do is have sexual relations with lots of women. And I don't know if this virus affected the women or not, but most of them have extremely large breasts now. Did anyone notice that?
No.
Most do. And his sister, he doesn't really show much of a reaction.
She
to...
did not have big breasts.
No,
she
but
was
she
a
was.
kid.
She wasn't a kid. She was like 16.
16 is a kid, Sai.
No, it's not.
I'm not going to get into this argument with you. 16 is a kid.
It's really not, but okay. I'm just saying it's not.
And you're just wrong.
How?
I can't believe.
So why is there a distinction between kid and teenager?
There shouldn't be.
There is. Everyone else makes it. Like you were saying.
They're wrong.
No. Well then, so why can't anything you bring up be wrong?
Because I was the first one here.
So?
And look where my square is. I'm in the top. You're on the bottom.
There.
I know.
All right then.
It's like the Kennedy Reagan debates. Anyone who watched it on TV thought Kennedy won, and anyone who listened to it on the radio thought Reagan won. I'm saying Reagan. I meant Nixon. It's all about putting yourself in a visual position to make it seem like you're leading the pack.
But for that, people have to be watching.
Yeah, and no one's watching. Well, no one's going to listen either, because I'm never going to rip the audio and put out the podcast version. I don't even know that I can anymore, because Spotify just changed, and I'm pretty sure we lost access. But I will have to figure that out in the coming weeks. So anyway, main character, right? He wakes up, and they want him to have the sexual relations. But he wants to save himself for the girl he manipulated. So his stupid ass attendant is like, sure, you can save yourself, but you have a month to find her, and in the meantime, you have to sleep in bed with 2 girls. So when that happened, I was like, this is fucking stupid. This is real stupid. It's really stupid. So then we meet the 2 girls he has to sleep in bed with, right? One of them is a little girl, which is creepy. And the other is this big giant redhead girl. And one of them is the bodyguard. One of them is the nurse. But guess which one is which? The little tiny girl's the bodyguard, and she kicks a bear's ass, which was kind of impressive.
The bear was fun.
The bear was fun. And I'll tell you, that was kind of when it solidified for me that this was real stupid. But then something happened at the end of the second episode, guys. Sai, tell them what happened.
I don't know off of just what happened. I don't remember based off of after what is directly after. I don't remember, to be honest with you.
What did he find out about the MK virus at the end of that episode?
Yeah, that's right. That it's man-made.
Man-made.
Well, I wouldn't say man-made.
Well,
woman-made.
Human-made.
Yeah. The human-made virus, the MK virus of the manufacturer. And then things just completely change, because then we switch to a different main character entirely for 2 episodes. And what's this guy's name, Sai?
Doi.
Was that his name, or is that what they called him? They called him Dumb Old Man.
No, they called him Doji.
Because he's a dumb old man?
So, yeah, that's why they called him that.
Okay. Now, this guy, he...
it's Shota Doi. That is his name, so yeah.
He's a teenager, right? Who had the same disease, so they put him in crest. There's also another guy who's not important to the plot.
I thought he was a kid.
Who?
Doi. You just said
So
teenagers
Doi,
and our kids.
the dumb old man, is a kid. He's a fucking child, right? And he had the same disease. And you know what? The first guy's a child too. Anyone under 25 is a child going forward. Sai's shaking his head in agreement. So it's just a crazy story of a bunch of kids running around. So Doi is living in a school, a dorm-ish school, and they're trying to get him to mate with all the ladies. And it's actually kind of interesting just to watch him snap and go psycho.
I don't think he went psycho.
No, it's not psycho to keep a girl chained up in your room.
I mean, not psychotic.
Yeah, we see that in Jabba's reincarnation.
It's not psychotic. I
She
mean,
wasn't
it's
chained
not
up
a
in her
great.
room.
I'm not saying it's a good thing. I'm not saying it's not mental. It's not mentally normal. I'm just saying psychotic. I don't think so. He didn't kill her. He didn't rape her.
The whole point is to just slowly watch him go from this kind of normal-ish guy to this depraved lunatic.
I'd say depraved doesn't have to be psychotic though.
He's pretty psychotic, man.
Okay.
Why do you think it's not psychotic
I
to
said
find your
okay.
bully and chain her up?
I said okay.
But you don't agree with me. You were just saying okay.
No,
so
I
let's stop
said
talking about it.
okay because like I was like fine. I'll let you have like I don't have enough wherewithal to argue for this.
Do you
So
have a girl chained up in your house right now, Sai?
Probably. No, because I was the bully.
Yeah, you still
So
are.
I'd be the one. I'd be chained up. But
That's what
no,
people-
I just like I feel like psychotic. I don't know. I would have to look it up. Like the actual
The definition of psychotic?
Yeah.
I think it's like something like lack of empathy or
He still has empathy though.
I know, and that's what made me mad because like they're trying to show how like the girl who wanted to be he went to school with this girl, now she's like 25 and she wants to be an entertainer, and he takes advantage of her.
And it's not like, and another thing is he doesn't like he's in reality. He's firmly set in reality. Like he believed it was fake, but that was before he did that. But then like he's just kind of disbelieving in it. So I wouldn't say like he was in a different, like I just think like I thought his story was good too, but it wasn't because it was just showed how anyone, even a nice guy, quote unquote, couldn't, when the rules change.
When I say psychotic, I mean he reminds me of like a serial killer.
Okay.
Not that like he's delusional.
Okay.
He is delusional, but like what he's imagining is real because that's what they told him.
True.
They told him he was the only man in the world.
Okay. Yeah.
So while he's doing his thing, we have main character, and he's delving into this MK virus, and they find an old hospital, right, where a bunch of people disappeared, and then he finds out that the virus is and that's where he starts looking into the virus being fake, because the girl he manipulated sent him a message via a bracelet somehow. I don't understand that. That must be magic, right? Magic bracelets.
Yeah, it's a smartwatch.
Smartwatch. Very smartwatch. Well, to be fair, this takes place in 20 years, so he's delving into it, and they find where they believe he has all his attendants or whatever, and they start to help him look through the stuff because they found out that the UW, the United Women, are actually might be behind it. So they're delving into it, and I get a little fuzzy on the details towards the end because it stops making a lot of sense. You're
Well,
making
what
a weird
details?
face, Si, like you can explain it. Go ahead.
I'm trying to figure out what you're getting confused by.
Well, explain the
I
ending. Who made the virus? Was it the
it wasn't the
three
end.
people in charge of Japan, or was it?
It wasn't them.
But they went
It
down
was
for it. So it was
yeah.
the Americans.
It was the world, it was whoever was in charge of the company.
So the three magi that you don't ever see.
Yes, I assume.
Okay. So we don't know who made the virus at the end, right?
No, because there's supposed to be a second season.
I'm glad there's not, because I think they could have wrapped it up in one season. I think they could have wrapped it up in one more episode.
No. There's more. There's a lot more or less. I don't think it could have been done in one episode.
But it's done though, right?
No,
it got renewed.
It's not. It hasn't been renewed, but it also hasn't been not renewed. That makes sense, right?
But the manga,
like
super
it's a toss up,
right?
No, the manga's done. It finished last year.
I understand, but it's long.
No, I don't think so.
It's like over 100 chapters, right?
But I think they went through a lot of the story in this first season. From what I had heard or seen, I think they went through 12 volumes of it for the show. And I think there's 18 volumes. You would be making me lie? Yeah, there's 18 volumes. So there is
that?
43.
43. Okay.
Oh, 47. 47.
It was 47 chapters.
Yeah.
So they had 50% more story. So they could have done it in 16 episodes. Easy.
Probably. But also usually the last 3/4 of your is the biggest part of your story. Like it's the chunkiest part, is what I'm saying. I feel like it could make 24.
I think there was more than enough chunk as we went here. So, Si, you seem to have a grasp on what was going on there. Explain why Psycho Kid gets older.
That I'm not sure about. That I didn't get. That's the one thing I didn't understand.
A cryogenically freezing tube, and then it makes him 10 years older?
5, I think. I think she said 5.
Okay. We'll say 5. That's fine. Why? Why did he do that?
To make him look hotter, I guess.
He was plenty hot to begin with. All the girls seemed to be into him.
No, that's because they were under the impression he was the only man left.
The 3 girls that were with him were still with him after they found that other one, so they seemed pretty into him.
Yeah, but he had already, like, there's still only 3 guys, and you already
4.
That they
know. The bad guys have one.
That the good guys.
The good guys have one.
Okay, but they only knew about 3, maybe, because they at the time? I don't know.
They might not have known about any of the others.
No, they did. They found out whenever they were in the base, but that's also when he became hot.
That's how you describe him.
That's clearly what he was supposed to be, because he didn't have his glasses. His hair. He had the Eisen look after Eisen turned into the bad guy.
What does that mean?
From Bleach?
Do I look like I watch Bleach?
I don't know. One of the best anime villains ever.
What does a Bleach watcher look like? When was Eisen? Eisen was the
first villain.
I know who you're talking about then. Yeah.
The guy with the glasses.
That was pretty good. I'll give it there. And then they just did the exact same thing over again for no reason. I mean, they had their reasons because it was successful once. Why not do it again?
I mean, yeah, sure. I'm not
But we're
gonna
not
down
talking
this
about
hill.
Bleach.
I said I wouldn't die on that hill.
Okay.
Oh, it looked like you.
die.
It looked like you were like. Okay, I'm sorry, I misheard you.
I don't want to look. I don't care enough about Bleach to argue. Whatever you want to say about Bleach, I'll agree with you.
It's the best anime ever made.
Okay.
I don't believe that. Anyway,
personally, I think the best anime ever made was Worlds End Harem. But
you're a liar.
I am lying. I'm lying right to your face. Because I'm a psychopath, and sometimes I keep bullies chained up in my room.
Sounds like a normal Friday for me.
So, while all this is happening, the attendant to the psycho tells him that she wants to be ruler of the world. She wants to be in charge of everything. She wants to be number one.
She just wants to be powerful and important.
She said she wants to be the ruler.
Did she? It could be a translation difference. Because I didn't watch it on Crunchyroll, is what I'm saying.
Well, I'm gonna take my translations probably more official then.
That's fine.
She wants to be in charge. I just don't understand her plan. It doesn't make any sense.
He is extremely valuable, and by her making him the most efficient baby maker, he becomes the most valuable, and her controlling him would be a way into power.
I get that, but she's wrong because the most efficient way to make a baby is to not try to make a baby. I think everyone could agree with that.
Yes, but you have to try when the gene pool is extremely limited. I guess
there's enough.
There's like
they're going to need more than 4 people to keep that gene pool from being too small.
Well, I mean, since they're not being monogamous, except for that one guy, who's an idiot,
loser, huh?
Yeah, he's a fucking loser.
I don't know. Were there any moments that stand out to you
but
guys?
Not because it was enjoyable.
What?
It was enjoyable. It was fine. It wasn't a bad show.
I think it was fine. I think
it was better than fine, but it was like
no, it wasn't better than fine. What was your favorite moment?
Favorite moment?
Yeah.
For which character?
All of them. What was your favorite moment of the show? When you think back at this show, what's going to pop into your head?
What's going to pop into my head? Probably the volleyball spike that hit the little girl.
Okay, that wasn't bad. I'll give you credit there. We got girls playing volleyball, and one of them just spikes into a little girl's face, and it bounces off and hits Psycho in the face.
Yeah, that was enjoyable.
That was enjoyable. I'll give you that.
I also liked watching the handler manipulate him to be what she needed him to be.
Yeah. You like manipulating people, don't you, Si?
No,
the way you manipulated us into giving you a spot on this show.
I do enjoy manipulating people. It's fun, but I don't.
Mark, out of the episode and a half you watched, what was your favorite part?
I watched a couple.
It gets a lot better from where you stopped, Mark.
Out of what I saw, to Sai's point, there probably was a case. There wasn't really anything in the first few episodes that was that good to me.
I don't know that it does get better, Sai, because I feel like nothing is resolved. I feel like everything's leading to getting better, and then it just stops with the hopes. Like they just stopped with the hopes of getting another season.
I feel like that's not their fault. Like,
It doesn't.
Because if they had tried to do it, it would have been too fast paced. Right? If they tried to fit it all into their 11 episodes, it would have been too fast paced. And they probably were only offered 11 episodes or whatever.
Then you got to pick and choose, man. Sometimes you got to cut. You got to make massive cuts. Sometimes you only get 5 episodes to make Yu Yu Hakusho, and you got to make it work.
But they didn't even try to do the whole season.
They don't. They shouldn't have tried to do whatever they were trying to do on this. They should have scaled some stuff back. They should have cut out the first guy completely.
Well, but then you absolutely ruined the chance of there being a second season by doing that.
How? By finishing it?
By finishing it, yeah. You ruined the chance of getting to tell the story as it's meant to be told.
But you get to tell the story.
But that's also not the point of it, too. The point of it, if we're grinding it down, is to make the most amount of money off of it as you can.
But we're not doing that. We're looking at it from an artistic standpoint. And here's another thing. Maybe they could have cut out the 12 minutes of simulated sex in every episode. They could have just done a fade to black. They certainly could have cut out where the chick rapes the dude. That could have just been...
She didn't even rape him. She did not rape him. She started to, did not rape him.
She 100% did. She apologized profusely afterwards, and he told her that it was okay because he liked it.
She said she didn't do anything in mine.
No, she didn't.
I'm saying like the narration.
I don't know what wonky ass dub you're watching. What wonky ass sub you're watching, dude. But it happened.
Maybe I misread it. But regardless, you can't rape someone who liked it.
Okay, that's not true, but we're not going to get into that right now. The point is they had time to add more story.
No, they didn't. They really didn't.
They did. But I'm not here to fight the artists. They made their choices. They chose wrong, and that's why they're not going to get an S+.
They would have never gotten an S+.
They could have gotten an S+.
No, they wouldn't have.
This had some intrigue to it. Had some
that would have been ruined.
Bites.
And that would have been ruined had you sped through it.
Mm-mm.
Yes, it would have.
No, Sai. Why do you always bring up this argument? Because it always leads to this. What's your favorite anime?
Fooly Cooly.
And how many episodes is that?
That has nothing to do with this. Because Fooly Cooly is an artistic... It is artistically made, and it had to be 6 episodes. The story is shit. The story is shit. I'll tell you that. The story is shit. Yes.
No, it's not.
Yes, it is.
No, it's not.
It is.
Classic boy meets girl. Girl is a space pirate who's in love with another space pirate. There's a robot, and then the space pirate is inside the boy's head, and they fight with guitars. That's a classic tale.
There are so many better written stories.
Yeah, there's always going to be better written stories, but you can't always say, if your favorite thing has to be the best thing in the world, then everyone would just have the same favorite thing.
No, but I'm saying it's not my favorite because of how efficient it's told its story. It's my favorite because of the limitations put upon the story that caused it to be 6 episodes and it to be so good, and me finding out things afterwards about how just things about behind the scenes stuff and how
I think they could have told this story in 11 episodes. I believe in them.
I mean, yeah, I guess it could have been done. I think it would have been to its detriment. Because with the mystery, it's the suspense that solidifies the mystery.
What? Okay, but they could have done the mystery. Now, who made the MK virus?
All you have to do is go read it. It's like
I'm
when
not
it's like
gonna, and neither are you. We're
yes,
not even
actually,
gonna
I
Google it.
am. I have Googled it. I know it was 18 volumes. You didn't.
Who made the MK virus?
I don't know because I didn't look at it yet. Because I'm
All you have to
actually
do is
planning
Google
on
it.
reading it.
Any of us, if it was
I actually
intriguing enough, we'd
planned
all know
on
already.
reading it, and I didn't want to spoil that part. Because then there's
You're
no
not
point in
going to
me
read it
reading it.
because if you were going to read anything, it would be the rest of Ranger Rejects.
I'm
which you're
reading
100
that.
volumes behind on.
That's because I read slow. And I have to find the time to do it. But that's only 6 volumes I need to read for that. I could probably knock that out if I could find a place to read it. I was contemplating reading it for real though.
We're getting off topic here. Any Mark, no standout moments to you?
No, he didn't watch it. He watched
That's
the
true.
bad part of it.
Not
Yeah,
not
I gotta say
enough from what I saw. I mean, it was. I've seen worse. I've seen better.
There were moments like there were a lot of moments when I was like, man, this is really going somewhere, and then it didn't go anywhere. So it really disappointed me more than anything else.
Yeah,
what would you grade
the
this?
storyline
by?
had potential.
What are you thinking?
I give it
Like an A plus?
A minus.
Are you really gonna give it an A minus?
Yes.
You're a very generous grader.
I'm not being generous. I'm not. I really think that for what it was presented as, it does more than it should have.
What about you, Mark, in your episode that you watched?
Yeah, I watched almost half. C minus.
C minus. I'm gonna give it a C because I could see the possibilities, but then they weren't there. So what does that average out to, Sai?
A plus.
Okay. So we're giving this an A plus based on all of our ratings added together.
I hate Josh because he's doing it.
And we all agree that this was hentai. This is our first.
No, it definitely was. It was definitely not hentai.
Plus. So
have you
why
watched
is it
the
on all those
hentai, Josh?
sites?
Have you watched the hentai, Josh?
Yeah, I watched this.
No, an actual hentai.
Aside from this,
yes.
Not that I
Aside
can think
from
of,
this,
probably.
No. If you think this is a hentai, you have not watched the hentai. This is tame. This is classic ecchi.
Okay, I don't. Everything is like a scale to you. It's like it has to either be the most grotesque thing in the world, or it's not hentai.
No, I would claim that Redo of a Healer. I don't know if I call it. No, it just has to actually show the sex and be about the sex.
I mean, this was about sex.
No, it wasn't. It really wasn't. Because they didn't show it.
Seems like it was. Because they kept talking about the sex in every episode.
Because it's plot point.
Most of the lines were like, why aren't you having the sex yet?
Because that's the main plot of the story.
But it wasn't about sex.
Okay, so that show about The Last Man on Earth, the American TV show, whatever. I don't know what it was called. I know it came out like a few years back. But that shows a porno because the plot revolved around him being the last man on Earth.
Does he? I don't know what show
I don't know.
about,
I don't know.
But does he lick a bare breast?
Are you talking about that?
I consider it softcore porn.
So are you talking about that that show on TBS or whatever?
No, it was like on HBO or something.
No, okay, never mind.
Are you talking about Life After People?
No, that wasn't it. I don't think this. Okay. I'll give it softcore porn, but not hentai, which is hardcore.
Can we give it softcore hentai and just call it a draw?
No. I'm leaving you. Hentai is porn. Okay,
so can
whatever.
We call
Josh.
it softcore hentai?
Whatever, Josh. I said I'd give it softcore.
It's definitely at least.
But Josh is making it sound like he's a church mom, and
Listen.
it offended his morality that he licked a nipple.
I have no morality. What offends me is the fact that you come in every week just to argue with me.
I'm not.
I could be like, Sigh, I love your haircut. And you'd be like, this is the worst haircut I ever got.
No, Josh. I really don't think it's as horny as it's played up to be. Like, it's real. Like, it's not a redo of a healer.
I don't know what that is.
Yeah,
Go watch redo of a healer, and then
why would I do that when I could watch Dragon Ball?
Because it's not. It's like 6 episodes, something like that.
That's. Do they finish the plot in 6 episodes?
No.
Then why would I watch it?
Because you could see what an actual porno looks like.
This is close enough, Sai. All I'm saying is if we were in court right now, if me and you were in front of a judge and I presented,
you'd probably win. But like you said, most people are stupid.
So the problem is everyone but you is wrong.
Usually, yes.
Usually,
not
yes.
Not always. I tend to agree.
Mark, do you have the wheel?
I gave you soft core.
I got it prepared.
I gave you soft core.
Pull that wheel up. Let's see if we can roll something that's maybe hardcore porn, and then we can just put this behind us.
Give Sai his
You're laughing. I will make Mark put Bible Black on here.
I don't like the sound of that in any way,
shape,
or form.
Yeah, I have to. If it's suggested, I'll throw it on the wheel.
Bible Black, put it on there. Josh,
don't put that on there. No, I don't know what it is, but I have a family.
A sneaking suspicion.
I don't want to be caught watching this.
You really don't.
I watch a lot of stuff at work. I don't need to lose my job.
Just type in Bible Black in your computer if no one can look at it, Josh.
I guess I could get a privacy shield on my phone.
You could.
All right.
You could, but that ruins the fun of watching it.
What do you think it's going to land on, Sai?
Bible Black.
Probably not.
Hopefully
even
Digimon.
Is there more Digimon on there?
There's always more Digimon.
That is true.
Oh my god, really?
Super Crooks.
It's not.
That sounds wacky and fun.
It's not even Super Crooks
is it not? Do I have to reroll?
It is American. It's as anime as Avatar is. Right? It's not. It's on Netflix, or it was.
So kind of like the Dominic Toretto thing that we watched.
Yeah,
no,
I forgot. Never mind. We can watch it.
Like we can all agree that was not anime.
This one is actually. It's made by Mark Millar.
Oh, okay, yeah, I never seen.
It'll be fine.
It looks stupid.
I just remembered I tried to watch it and I only watched one episode.
Well, tell us all about it, Sai.
I don't remember it.
One season on Netflix.
It follows crooks.
Says they're pulling off one last. Says they're pulling off one last heist. He gets a crew to pull one last heist.
And aren't there superpowers in the world or something?
They all say it. One final heist, and then it's retirement by the lake. But the superheroes who attempted it before ended up filling up the prisons.
Superheroes?
Nevertheless, the Heat is in a difficult situation. His gambling addiction has led to a significant debt that only money and not his life can repay. I don't know. Whatever. We'll watch it.
I mean, that's how all debt works. That's why the mafia doesn't kill you. They break your knees.
Yeah, that's the thing.
Because you can't pay a debt if you're dead.
They start by breaking your least useful digits. That way you can still work.
It's true.
Everything I know about the mafia, I learned from that scene in Rocky 1.
It's a good scene.
Where he was working for the mob.
It really wasn't a good scene.
He was working for the mob, and
the only good part of Rocky was the actual boxing.
No, a lot of Rocky was good. Remember when the dude told Rocky that he should take Adrian to the zoo because retards love the zoo, and then he took her to the zoo anyway because Rocky was kind of dumb.
No, I don't actually remember that.
You should watch it again.
No, I only watched the boxing parts. That's the only good part.
You're so contradictory.
I know. I truly only like the boxing parts of Rocky.
All right. Well, I guess that's it for this episode. Anybody want to say anything before we just abruptly end the podcast?
I don't want to watch Super Crooks. It'll be
I started
fun.
watching.
I'd rather watch Worlds End Harem than Super Crooks.
Which one? I started watching one called Laughing Under the Clouds.
What is Laughing Under the Clouds? That sounds
It's like
terrible.
set right after the Meiji era. It's like, I don't know. It's got like some supernatural elements to it. It's about brothers that transport these criminals to like this supermax prison after the Meiji era. It's not bad so far. It's only one season.
Did I tell you, Josh, that I had started listening to the audiobooks of Solo Leveling?
Oh, how's that?
It's better than the show. It's not good, but it's better
It
than
would
the
have
show.
to be.
I've heard the show was not great.
You're the first person that I've heard that response from.
I've heard that. I've had a few people tell me that.
I'm surprised. I have, but I also don't talk to people about it because they make me mad when they say it's good. It's a good story. It's not a good story. This is a better story than Solo Leveling.
Okay.
That's a hill I will die on.
I can't
Hey.
refute that because I've never seen Solo Leveling. So
Just watch Shangri-La Frontier. It's so much better.
Shangri-La Frontier is so much better.
I don't think I've seen that either. But I have.
He's got a bird head. How did
He's
that
got
not draw you in?
I feel like
Did you actually watch it, Josh?
Yeah.
You liked it?
Yeah, should I not have?
No, I just was wondering. I loved it. It was great. I hope there's a second season.
Didn't they already announce it?
Did they? I don't know. I don't keep up to news. I mean, it's much like the
I'll
cool
have to check
Gambit
that out.
shoes that I didn't get to attempt to buy because my
Either
friend,
did I.
You-
because my
Both of you
friend,
already have a pair of shoes. I don't want to hear any more about these Gambit shoes.
Hey, I found out the day before they went live, Sai, and I posted it.
oh, okay,
I posted it saying, I just saw this post. Gambit shoes
Okay.
going live tomorrow.
okay, that's fair. I didn't see the post.
How
Okay,
much
that's
were
fair.
these shoes, guys?
90. It was
90
90. Yeah, 90 when it debuted, but it was bots were already preset because it was
$90 for one pair of shoes.
yeah,
How much
it
do you
sold
pay
out.
for your shoes, Josh?
You can go to
Sold out in
Walmart and
1
buy a
minute.
pair of shoes for $18.
I'm not buying shoes from Walmart.
You can buy a pair of
Not
Hey Dudes
buying.
off of eBay for $30.
$50.
$50.
That is what I saw them as.
For what?
Hey, dudes.
No, I buy them off of eBay when they're $30.
Yeah, it's crazy though. It sold out
Oh,
in 1
on
minute.
eBay. Yeah, I'm not going.
It
No,
took
you
4
buy them
minutes.
from the Hey Dudes store on eBay.
Oh, I didn't know. Yeah, I'm looking at them. These shoes are $90.
Yeah, have you
Not
heard,
all
have you
of
heard,
them.
have you heard of StockX, Sai?
Yes.
Yeah, so within 4 minutes of the shoes being sold out, they were already on StockX for $250.
Yeah,
That's a good deal.
$250.
Yep, within 4 minutes of the shoe going live.
Yeah, I don't pay scalpers. Yeah,
Yeah, no, that's
stupid.
why I was like, literally it was because I had the site open and it was like 3, like the thing that said like, hey, shoe dropping and 10 whatever. It was like 3, 2, 1, and then it just circled. So like literally as the shoe went live, it sold out because of all the people that had pre-botted to buy it.
Wait, are you talking about those Gambit shoes?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, I had my bots buy like 10 pairs. You guys
Yeah.
need to buy some from me?
You don't have my size.
7.5?
Nope. 7.
Yeah. Well, you'll have to make
Almost.
it work. All right, guys. Anything anime related you want to say before I end this?
Nope. All I got.
Ty?
Nope. I'm good.
Okay. Animes